Alright, got a bit of a goofier video today, but we're going to be discussing, is brain rot biblical? Before we get into it, I want to go over 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 23 and 31. All things are lawful, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful, but not all things build up. And then jumping to verse 31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do all to the glory of God. So with this in mind, we know that not everything we do, not everything we're able to do is helpful or lawful. Like, yes, we have the ability to do it, but that doesn't mean you should. It goes back to just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's essentially what this verse is saying. And then whatever you do all to the glory of God. Everything you do, if it's not done for the glory of God, it's in vain. Ecclesiastes, it talks about this a lot. Like, the whole point of that book, like, is to point out everything, like a lot of things are in vain, and that everything you do should like just find joy in your toil and glorify God. And if you're not glorifying God, well, you're not going to find joy in your toil, and everything's going to be in vain because it doesn't matter. You're not glorifying God. So with that in mind, when we apply it to brain rot, we have to think, how does brain rot glorify God? I can't believe I'm saying that sentence out loud, but how does something like Bonica, wait, hold on. Whatever. How does something like that giant tire walking past, how does that glorify God? Let's think about it like that. And in terms of this world, like, just because like it's super popular, like everyone's quoting it and stuff, Romans chapter 12 verse 2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. We're not supposed to conform to this world. Yeah, everyone's quoting this stuff, everyone's pointing it out, but it's just a mess. We shouldn't be conforming to this world. We shouldn't be matching its ways. We shouldn't be hopping on that. And I know this is a little different because it's like just a trend right now. I'll probably, if not already, it's died out. But it's just, we have to think about it. Does it glorify God? And is it conforming to the world if we're referencing brain rot and such? 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5, we destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and take every thought captive to obey Christ. That ties right back into Romans chapter 12 verse 2, our minds being renewed. Every thought that we have should be taken captive, and it should glorify God. Like, destroying arguments, every lofty opinion against the knowledge of God, and taking thoughts captive to obey Christ. That is what we need to do. So obviously, there's this guy I made a collaboration with, called him Max in the video. I think his actual username on YouTube is TSS Son, something like that. But we're gonna get ready to do exactly that, like destroy lofty opinions and arguments raised against the knowledge of God. This Friday, so it's currently Tuesday, so couple days from now, you should, God willing, see a video from us going over Catholicism, and the next day one going over Islam. But back to the point, taking thoughts captive to obey Christ. Think about it. How does you referencing brain rot, how does you having this brain rot in your mind obey Christ? Like, because if it doesn't, then you need to take that thought captive and again be transformed by the renewal of your mind and obey Christ in your mind, heart, body, and soul, and your actions, of course. How does chimpanzini bananini obey Christ? If that is in your head, does it obey Christ? If yes, how so? Because if you can't answer that question, then get it out of your head, take that thought captive, and obey Christ. And then finally, I want to reference 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 16, but avoid irreverent babble, for it will lead people into more and more ungodliness. If you referencing brain rot and saying stuff like shake seven, stuff like that, if that's just irreverent babble, I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't, I see no way for that to glorify God. It's just irreverent babble, it's gibberish nonsense, it's just leading people into more and more ungodliness, because then they'll go to brain rot, they'll get obsessed with all this, and it's just their entire feed, like doom scrolling, and it's just those AI videos, chimpanzini bananini, cappuccino assassino, and all that. And again, like, before anyone says, oh, it's just a video, it's not that deep, we need to be renewed by the transformation of our minds. We need to not conform to the ways of this world. So essentially ask yourself, am I conforming to the world by referencing brain rot? Am I glorifying God by referencing brain rot? And if you're if you are conforming to this world, stop. Okay, there's no reason to conform to the world, and if you're not glorifying God, then start doing that. Stop doing the things that don't glorify Him and start doing the things that do. God bless.